I forgot to test my mic, but I think it works. Hello, I'm back to continue a study as always. Duck. This time I pre-picked some references, so I think I'll be able to post. Yeah. Orange. I'm so dramatic, I love this song. It's actually curious, I was looking at the Spotify numbers for this album, and it was pretty much as expected. This song is one of the more popular ones than for Tui song, which is understandable. The song is very cool. Okay, find this one on the yellow side. Hello, Sackboy Comet. You have indeed arrived. But your day is going well. It's basically doing the same old as yesterday. Trying to gather my energy by listening to dramatic music. Something just hit my door. Okay. I realized that I can't erase in a straight line, like on my left side. So being able to rotate the canvas as freely as this has been really nice. Oh, rip. Getting injured always sucks. I would say, well, at least you're still alive, but you know, for some people that might be hell still. But hope it's not too serious and that you are able to get it taken care of. I know depending on where you live, sometimes injuries can be really expensive to take care of. God bless America. I've only gotten kind of injured a few times in my life, and both times my fam was basically just like, well, suck it up. So, I'll hurt my ankle. Happened 2 times already. So like one of those things where like if it's been injured before, it often gets injured again. It still sucks even if it's happened before. It's a little greenish. I'm so bad with colors. It's swollen, can't get up a lot. Oof. Yeah. The injuries can also contribute to depression, so more correlated than we talk about. Physical health and mental health. You have something to occupy your mind, at least though, since you can't occupy your body. When I got the only injuries I've had have okay, well I did injure my foot before and that was pretty annoying. I think when I injured my wrist that was even more annoying. So I actually couldn't do anything. Oh no, so is it Zoe Dog's fault? I'm just kidding. Dog's probably like this weakling. I'm just kidding, but well, you know your dog did it intentionally. I'm sure if you keep up a good mood, your dog will hopefully follow. I don't know too much how like dog empathy is. Is your 100-pound dog, I guess? Ah, yeah, that'll do it. Did you get it checked? Is it like a sprain or? Hopefully all is well despite that. I'm not too familiar with ankle injuries, so I don't know. That's something that should get looked at. For my wrist injury, it swelled a lot. My parents were basically like, it's not broken, it must be fine. Fortunately, it wasn't broken, but still very painful few months. Really, I couldn't sleep actually, or at least couldn't sleep long. Because every time I would like roll over onto that wrist, I would just wake myself up from pain. But the check-in's fine. Okay, that's good. As long as it's healable. We'll take that. force injuries. And that doesn't mean less force injuries are less bad. Especially as you get older. Should be careful. There are things that I recovered from when I was younger that take me out for commission much longer. Now that I'm a bit older. I'm not even that old. Can't sleep on my side anymore. Oof. Just be for a bit. I'm a side sleeper as well, and I'm always told that I should learn to sleep on my back. And I'm like, but why? Maybe there is a reason for it, I just have never found it. Teaching get banned a lot? True. One of the plus sides to getting injured is you get more time to yourself. Unless you have nosy family members. Don't get banned too often though, otherwise you will have nothing to do. Sounds I think a different brush would help. It's a lot more watery. Oh, that's fine. Get banned a lot just turned to a Swords Wrath game. I've not played that game before. But yep, a single player sounds like the move. Can't get banned if you're the only one playing. Imagine if single player games had like a ban system. Get banned if you treat your character meanly, you get banned. Imagine that. Be pretty wild. I would get banned from a lot of single player games then. I'm really bad at doing like the quote unquote right thing. Get bad ends a lot. How do I draw the little veins in the Hmm. Banned because I was going glitches for my game. I guess leveling is one thing you get banned for. I didn't think about that. Granted, I don't play a lot of games that require leveling, so. Oh, I didn't think about it. Orange looks like it's sick or something. Just this part looks greener than I wanted to. I don't know. I want it to like look yellow. Maybe like this. It's like too bright though. So I just found the programming isn't great. Sounds like a good way to explore something. Explore the programming of a game. Not too familiar with game programming. Sounds interesting. Orange, yep. Just effort I put into rendering orange ever. So used to just drawing a full orange and being done with it. I don't know how to capture the sponginess of this thing. Just wish color mixing was a little better in digital. Cause like I don't know what this weird mixing is. It became green. Like, how is it green? I'm sure it gets brighter in the sun. I think that's a common phenomenon. That's why like people's hair is often lighter in the summer and things like that. Which remind me of that. I mean, that makes sense. When I see oranges, I just think of fruit I eat a lot. Because it's such a convenient fruit. Easy to carry around. Don't be too harsh on them for being bad. Being bad is a perfectly natural state of being. But I'm also not in the game, so I don't know how bad it is, so you do you. Not doing anything. So just AFK. Interesting. I don't know what the tradition for handling AFKs is. Do as you wish, I guess. Again, I'm not really an online game player anymore. Yeah, same thing, I said to applies, do as you wish. It sounds like that would wake them up from their AFKness. So maybe I'll do something. I didn't know it's so easy to get banned. Playing more and more about Rainbow Siege than I ever thought I would. Guess I'm used to Riot's ban system, but it's basically impossible to get banned. Unless you made like a Reddit post and added them on Twitter or something. No, it's just like no, I remember at least when I played League, you could like report someone or something, and they would just not get banned for ages. Cause like they had to go through this weird reporting system, and that took forever. So it's often faster to just make a Reddit post that somehow got popular. But I mean, I never went to the effort. I think they changed the reporting system though, so maybe it's better. Who knows? I don't really care. I don't play the game anymore. This could be vital. It's kind of jank looking, but I'll live with it. I don't know if I could. Upping the red actually looks better. At least on my screen. It's kind of almost like a heart because I added the veins, but you know what? It's fine. 2-hour waiting period. Honestly, this all seems like really fast. Maybe it's possible to get banned so fast because you get unbanned so fast. I can't write the number 4. Oh, you know, this is not an art class on how to write numbers. Moving on. Is it easy to make multiple accounts? So then you can make a separate account and continue playing. I have no idea how it works. Man, this reference barely shows up in the photo. The preview. Okay. So I'm debating if I should draw the bug behind the wings or just the wings. That's what I can have now. PC Siege account. I don't feel like sitting down. That's fair. Do as you will. Is this green too green? I think so. This bug in between. Every time I like start drawing, it's always so overwhelming. Like I don't know where to start. Start with the wing, I guess. It's whitish. Butterfly? I think it's some sort of butterfly. It's very interesting. It has like leaf-like wings. Can't quite figure it out. Never seen a bug like this before. Maybe I just don't live where they're common. We do orange butterflies, some big ones, a lot of snakes. Yeah, snakes I've seen a lot more of as well. But I do think snakes are pretty common, so. Regular butterflies. I've seen a few monarchs here and there, but not like that often or anything. Butterflies are really pretty though. It'd be nice to see more. Maybe one day. Live someplace with a lot of butterflies. right up close on the windshield. It's really nice. Yeah, I see butterflies here and there, but not very regularly. Oh, capybara. Those are very cute. It does sound like a nice, good choice of animal to see. Quite impressive they've managed to keep their peacefulness towards humans. I feel like at some point if I was the animal I'd be like kill on sight to any humans I see. But I guess they are used to humans at this point. There's a pensive dog. They do well as pets. I know some animals handle like being domesticated not as well as others. If they could be pets, that would be cool. I don't know. Although I don't know if I would get one, because I feel like it's difficult to take care of a like real animal. Probably harder to find a vet and things like that. That's one of those lame practical concerns. I'm sure no one wants to think about. Great Pets family. Basically a giant rat. Oh, okay. I didn't know this was well studied, but I guess I should have expected that. Since kind of popular animals. pet for a long period of time. Pulling like dog sat. And had goldfish, I guess, but my goldfish did not last long. Committed seppuku. Just jumped out of its tank. Saw enough of life, I guess. Didn't want any more of it. Which is a fair and understandable viewpoint. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna be really lazy with drawing this body because body is not what I want. I didn't study drawing so I could draw bugs. Though maybe good to know, you know, maybe in the future I want to draw some hybrid insect human. Maybe this would be good to know then. Oh, Twitch do be like that sometimes. Oh, that's not quite the right shape. Took one art class and failed. Other than me, I took none. Other than like one of those like fun art classes in like middle school or something, for like extracurriculars or whatever. So I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. That's okay. I don't think anyone knows what they're doing. Some of us just know how to handle that, not knowing a lot better. Whoa, why does the color look so different here? What the hell? So you went to anime very well? I mean, if you like what you draw, I think that's a win. That is my end goal. I want to be happy with the stuff I draw. It doesn't have to be like some profound piece of art. I just want to be happy with it. Of course, saying that might be easier said than done as well. But you know, we'll see. No rush. Get to it when we get to it. And now I just need to build up my fundamentals, so hopefully I can get there. Am I French? I am not French. I do not speak a lick of French. Although I tried to learn some in 4th grade because I found a French book in our library. And obviously I was like, oh, I will just read this book and then I will know all the French. But no, I do not know French. I wish I did. Just like I wish I knew every language, but I do not know French, sadly. Or maybe not sadly, I don't know. I sound French. Oh, that's a new one. I've heard a lot of things that I sound like. French is a new one. I like that. I am sadly American. Lived in America most of my life. I did live in Canada for a short bit, so maybe that short bit affected my accent enough. Like 3 French and 5 British people? Yeah, that's fair. I often get told British or Australian. But I am neither British nor Australian. American through and through. Just have a speech impediment, so speak kind of funny at times. Still, I know I've. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think anyone who is familiar with British accents would never guess I have a British accent, because I definitely do not. But I think people who are not as familiar with the British accent, they hear my lack of hard R's and think I'm British. British? But I'm not. For the better. God, I'm not British. Thank God I'm not British. Just kidding, just kidding. Only kinda kidding. Oh, hello, Simon. Like to study? Thank you, thank you. It's a little hand wavy flailing around, but it's been fun. Drawing things I normally don't draw, and that's always a fun experience. Hope you're doing well. You gotta do more. Yeah, studies are one of those things we all need to do more of, but we don't really want to. I want to draw my fan art and fun stuff, but I I used to only draw fan art. And I definitely did not improve much, so I can vouch for studies doing a lot, even though it's hard to see that they do a lot in the moment. You have to study, venture to studying animals? Yeah, same. I'm currently studying textures and I ended up on an animal. Quite interesting. See, goddamn it, Hammond, you probably could sound British. Yeah, maybe. Sometimes I like consider studying accents. When I was a lot younger, I was able to imitate people a lot more, but I guess when I get older, I stopped paying as close attention to people or something. I've been unable to imitate people as well. Or maybe I just interact with a much more a smaller group of people now that I'm older. My friend groups are more fixed, etc, etc. So maybe that also affects my ability to imitate. I used to be able to imitate people's accents. Sometimes I think maybe if I learned how to imitate British accents, I could be fully British and fool everyone. But who would want to be British, you know? Fan art or fan service, tough choice, yeah. On both cases, you should do your studies. Honestly, I don't know why I'm studying translucence, because I normally just draw people and I don't really have a need for, like, translucence, but I don't know, I saw a lot of pretty translucent things on my timeline and I was like, studying translucence. The accent but Mexican one? You did say you could speak Spanish, so I can see that. I think accents are very interesting. It's interesting how like people like instinctively pick up on cues for accents even if they don't like know the language themselves. Like you hear enough people with a certain kind of accent, even though you don't speak the language yourself, you're able to pick up on their habits and make guesses for where they come from. I think that's pretty interesting. Of course, not to say that we're that good at guessing, but still interesting that we have. I can do some voice impressions. I can get rid of my accent. Yeah, that's useful. I used to have less of an accent because I did voice practices to fix my speech impediment, but I've been really slacking off that, so here we are. But it's all good. I'm kind of embarrassed to try to do a voice impression now. I have no idea what voice I'd do an impression of. I did also used to modify my voice more in general. I used to have like a masculine voice for when I had to talk online. So people think I'm Irish or American. I'm like, no, but close one. The Irish part. I've had someone ask if I was Irish. It's always interesting when I get something different than a British or Australian, because I hear those two a lot. Both has a little scuff, but it's got the spirit. So difficult. I'm still not sure what the best way to draw translucence is. Because I consider just lowering opacity, but it just doesn't look as good, because like digital art doesn't blend colors that well. Like sometimes I like think I'm putting, like I want to put, for example, for these wings, like the dark parts are like probably green on brown. If I put green on brown, it looked disgusting. So I have to paint like the stuff, like the insect body on top, even though it's behind. I'm probably not making any sense, but whatever. I'll figure something out. This is not too important. I was just curious about translucence. Maybe I should make this a short stream and call it a day. Just draw 5 things. Because the last thing I found was of water, but the more I look at it, I don't know if this water image is quite translucent. I did a lot of studies. Oh yeah, I did a few of them yesterday. That's all I do on this stream. I just do studies only. I want to study tears. Yeah, tears would be interesting. Like, let me post the water reference I was going to study. Now I'm debating if I should just not. 5 things stream new title. Yeah. Did I say something about 5 things? I mean, I guess there are 5 things on my page. But yeah. Anyways, I was considering studying this like water droplet, because I tried to study water a while ago, see if I still have that image. Yeah. Because I wanted to add water to this, but it looks so bad. I'm like covering it with my hand so I don't see it, but it's on stream. Um, but I need to study water again. 5 things stream and try to guess my accent stream title. Oh yeah. Maybe I should get back into trying to fix my voice again. Just been, after the pandemic, I want to blame the pandemic. Any of my troubles, even though I had them before the pandemic, I'm still gonna blame the pandemic. But ever since the pandemic, since I talk much less to people now, I've had less need to, like say things properly, things like that. So I've been more lax with my voice studies and stuff like that. So I stutter a lot more, I muddle a lot more. Yeah, lots of things. Also blame the pandemic for the Pokemon card price spike. Dude, I don't even follow Pokemon that much, and I saw like people talking about buying cards. So yeah, that sounds like a good thing to blame. Let's just blame the pandemic. Okay, maybe I draw this water thing. I have a little bit of time. If it takes too long, I'll give up and just do a water study for another time. But yeah, but I do think the pandemic had like some permanent damage on like me and probably a lot of people. It's just even though I fortunately did not get sick I did get COVID once, but I got it more recently, so I got a vaccine and all that, so I was pretty fine. So I didn't get much significant impact directly, but I definitely feel like I took some sort of like extreme mental damage or something during the pandemic. But like, it's the kind of damage that like doesn't surface immediately, or like isn't present in all aspects of your life. So it's like, am I really worse because of the pandemic? Am I imagining it? Still went to work and still got drunk, so it didn't really affect me a lot. That's fair. I went work from home, so yeah. And most people I know live pretty far from me, as in I have to fly to visit them. So I had pretty much no human interaction. And normally I would think, oh great, I hate talking to people. But I think at some point not talking to people does something. Like I don't think I felt depressed per se, but I definitely had difficulty talking to people, like even online. Something about not having to see people physically meant that like somehow extended to my online interactions, and I found it difficult to talk to people online even. It's very strange. Afraid of heights, want to plane once and never again. Oof. Yeah, I think heights and planes do sound like a painful combination. I hate flying as well because I get motion sick, like very motion sick. But it's just impossible for me to live everywhere at once, so I just suck it up and learn how to fly so I can visit the people I care about. Totally relate. Psychology research project on that? Oh, that sounds very interesting. Do you study psychology? It's like a major? That's really cool either way. Oh, bubbles. People happy. One day I'll add emotes. I'm just so lazy. Like people normally don't come here to chat. I'm very happy everyone is here to chat. Relationship COVID-19 social anxiety. Oh yeah, that sounds very relevant. Psych major. That's cool. That's cool. Psych is one of those things that like I admire from a distance. Took psychology in high school and learned I was depressed. Well, that's one way to find out. Fall Guys emote. Ooh. Easy. I don't have any emotes, I apologize. But this water actually looks better than I thought. I was like ready for it to look like awful. I was like, eh, whatever I draw, I'll just ditch it. Hey now, don't flex your paid emotes, you. I'm just kidding. No, I meant more like 7TV and that side of that sort of thing. But anyways, back to the social anxiety thing. I think I used to be... I don't know if I was socially anxious, but I was definitely introverted, but when necessary, I would take the effort to reach out to my fellow introverted peers. But after the pandemic, I just found it really difficult. It's not like I didn't want to talk to them, but it's just couldn't motivate myself to spend that effort to reach out. The fun thing is I can barely see these emotes, so I'm like squinting. Yes, I'm glad you're having fun. Oh, what's the best way to simplify water? This is so complicated, there's so many ripples. Pets. That sounds like it'd be a cute emote. So you can keep saying these emote names and I'll pretend that I have them, but it'll probably take forever for me to add them. Many people be like, you wanna hang out and play video games? And I'm like, it's 3 AM. Ooh, yeah. Fortunately, I'm in a pretty global like community, so I don't have that problem as much, but yeah, I could see it being kind of difficult. Hey, you were awake at 3 AM, so you saw the message, so you can't judge too hard. Wait, I won't say anything about sleep schedules either. That's another thing that got completely ruined with COVID. Like, I was hoping going back to office would help to some extent. It has not. I just sleep less. So bad. So Yu-Gi-Oh's like... Oof. Well, I mean that's one way to do it. Trying to figure out how I'm gonna draw this giant droplet. Oh, thank you for the follow, Lemon. Lemon? Lemon out? Lemon out, there we go. Good new test on reading comprehension. Can you read Twitch names? Hello, hello. Hope you're doing well. Just vibing. I don't know what the heck I'm drawing. I'm kind of head emptying. I was originally not gonna draw this. I had saved this reference, but I was like, maybe this is too hard to draw. But here I am. Welcome, welcome. I'm here. Every time someone follows, I feel like I should give an explanation for what I'm doing. But there's no explanation for what I'm doing. I'm just vibing. I need to practice giving like more PR pitchy sort of speeches, so I've been told in my performance review at work that I need to get better at pitching my work. So maybe I should practice with like streams. Vibe check, how am I doing? I'm doing alright. Always kinda... How am I doing? Because I'm doing mostly okay. Earlier today I was having kind of an existential crisis, but now I'm fine. Daily dose of existential crisis. But definitely one of those days where I didn't want to get up out of bed, but once I got up I was fine. Do I offer commissions? I do not. I apologize. Pretty new at this whole art thing, for one. And secondly, I'm really slow. So I'm very flattered though. Oh, yeah. Pretty new at this art thing. I don't know, maybe in the future I get more confident in my work. Outside of like doing stream, I pretty much only draw like studies, and outside of stream, I only draw fan art. So I don't know how well I'd work with commissions, being given more abstract things to draw. I do level up my general skills before I do that, probably. I'm getting art commission while coming to fall, throwing it back. Hey man, if they got the references for it, I'd be happy to give it a try, and if I got paid. So, but I don't know. I'm more worried about the fact that I would do a commission. I'm just afraid that I could not do a very good job, and I don't want to take people's money for a mediocre job. So I don't think it's likely I'd open commissions unless I decided I wanted to do art more seriously. I don't know, it's like nice drawing with without any obligations. Like quality or anything. I can be as bad as I want. Yeah. So many references have commented about throwing it back. Well, it sounds like you should take that commission. Not me. This water droplet is too solid. I don't like this. Maybe it's the reference as well. I'll just blame the reference. Actually, this looks kind of cool. But it doesn't look like water, but it looks cool at least. So I'll take it. Looks like all to be excellent. All according to plan. It's a bit slanted. Maybe it's the background. All according to cake, yes. Exactly. Who needs kaikaku if you have cake? Okay, I'm gonna skip all the ripples on the outside. This is the water. Woo! Ripples actually get lighter. Foreground. Wow, that actually turned out better than I was worried about. Just a little tint. That's better. Okay, excellent. I did one more study than I intended to. Ta-dang. This. Oh, it's an unlucky day. Anywho's. Admire. Looks kind of like a chess piece. I think maybe it'd be cool to draw a chessboard of water pieces. What makes it look like water? I guess the ripples. Drop so many things trying to get up right now. I feel like there's a metaphor for life somewhere in there. But hopefully nothing too broken. Other than yourself. Anyways. That is probably all for me. I was gonna end earlier, but got distracted. Admiring the beautiful water droplet. That looks kind of like a chess piece. But yeah. Short stream, but I always stream for a short amount of time. Because I'm sleepy and tired and I can't talk for long. My brain is already barely here. As is, bye bye. Yeah. Thank you for dropping by. Hope your injury recovers swiftly. And if there's anyone else still here, thank you also for dropping by. Chillin'. See you whenever next I stream. Or whenever you drop by. Bye bye.